Okay, so welcome to Oceania Next. What we're doing here is, and you've probably seen the press releases earlier in the week, is taking our existing and much loved R-class fleet and turning them through a $100 million transformation into something totally new, totally fresh, and it is effectively perfection re-inspired. So what is perfection re-inspired? What does it look like? Well, what we're doing is to take the core attributes, the reasons why people return to Oceania cruises time and again, and we're taking it to a new level. So the service, the comfort, the style, and the elegance will all be there, but we're putting a brush through it all and turning it into something amazing, something new, and something the likes of which the industry hasn't seen before. We are transforming what is effectively an English country hotel operation and turning it something more akin to a private and exclusive members club. And you'll see from the pictures as we go through the presentation that there really is a feel of this elegance and style that we're trying to achieve. So as I mentioned, we're spending $100 million transforming the 4 ships, and each of those transformations will take about 3 weeks. So if you can imagine that's a very short period of time to totally gut the ship and then totally refurbish. So the numbers behind that, we have over 1,300 staterooms, which are going to be totally renovated, stripped out and refurbished. 1,400 new marble bathrooms. And for those of you that have sold Oceania historically, you'll be delighted to hear that we're doing away with the shower curtains. So no longer will people be fighting with the shower curtain when they're getting ready for their evening out. We've got these new beautiful folding or the center opening glass doors. I've seen them already on a couple of mock-ups that we have on Nautica, and they do look amazing. And the bathroom with all of the marble is just something else. Added to that, in the penthouses, we will be removing all of the baths. We've had focus groups over the years, and one thing that we've come to realize is that our guests, while the baths might be there as a nice addition, maybe they'll use it once in a cruise, it's much better to be able to take the bath out and turn the whole penthouse bathroom into more of a wet room experience with a much larger shower area and a much more stylish feel about the bathroom. So that's a major thing for us. 8,000 new light fixtures. Now, this isn't just changing light bulbs and putting in different types of bulbs. This is actually putting in a whole new array of light fittings, of lamps, of the wall fittings, so that everything looks that much more stylish, more elegant, and more contemporary. Now, as you know, when we did the Oceania class ships, Frank and Bob went off and negotiated with the suppliers that normally sell to private residential purchasing. So they will normally provide the furnishings for some really elegant mansions and some really nice, beautiful homes. And we don't go to the suppliers that normally supply for commercial operations, because what we want is something unique, something welcoming, and something that feels like a home away from home. As well as this, we have 1,000 workmen to create this feeling that are going to be crawling all over the ships for 3 weeks at a time. And what these guys are creating is just going to be something absolutely beyond what we've seen before. So in keeping with the way that we do things and mentioning the whole thing about the residential feel, we've teamed up with US specialist designers Dado, based in northern Miami, in southern Florida. They are experts in luxury residential furnishings and design. And we've teamed up with them along with Baker and Dongia, Rubelli and Cravette, to provide a look and feel which is exactly on point with Oceania Cruises' ethos and style offering. And we have a PDF which is being produced for you all, which we'll be emailing out hopefully by the end of today, which gives you a little bit of information on each of these designers and companies. And you'll see when you look at their mission statements, they very much fit with Oceania's in that it's about subtle elegance. It's not shouting style in your face. It's there, it's comfortable, it's stylish, and it's very elegantly appointed. As well, the custom milled carpets is something that I'm particularly excited about because these have been made for Oceania Cruises. You won't see them anywhere else. And as we are these days, we're very much into our art, and we will be securing artworks throughout the ships. So when's this all going to happen? November this year, Insignia will be the first to be renovated. So on the 7th of December, Insignia will rejoin the fleet totally new. Better than you, in fact. So what you're seeing here is an opportunity with each of our 4 ships for our travel partners to promote sailings and to promote itineraries on the ships after they've been renovated. You can use all of the assets. We have all of the pictures. Everything is available to you to use on the marketing portal, and the marketing team and the sales teams will work with you. If you want to take some groups out, if you want to focus on particular sailings, these will be a great opportunity to promote the new style of Oceania Cruises. We will be promoting, and I tell you, these sailings will sell out on the strength of the redesigned elegance and style that we offer. We've seen already over the past 2 years, net per diems and our prices, you will have noticed it selling the product. They've increased, they've almost doubled since 2016. And that's because we're now where we belong in the marketplace. And the biggest thing for us is that these sailings would give us a chance to sell the product at the right price without any need for promotional offers or reductions. We're selling this not just on the core attributes of the product, but on the renovated ships. So as you can see, you have 3 ships which are done and able to sell for 2019. Serena in particular will be in the Med next year. So this is a great opportunity to be able to promote this product. I will tell you as well that Frank Del Rio himself has decided or has looked at the forward booking curves for 2019. We're actually better sold ever than we've ever at this point than we've ever been. 2018 has been a record year, but 2019 is shaping up even better. As a result of that, we will be seeing price increases across the board on the 1st of October. This is O class and R class. It's nothing to do with the renovation. In addition to that, you've probably noticed that the pound and the euro has softened against the dollar recently. So there will be minimal increases related to the exchange rate change. So the combination of the FX rates and the price increases in the US means that in Europe, from the 1st of October, we'll see an increase of between 3 and 5% on every single sailing. And in the UK, we'll see an increase of between 7 and 10% on every single sailing. Now, the way for you, our travel partners, to handle this, you can either get out there and promote in September from open inventory and try to get people to get the best offer. And again, with these redesigns, I can tell you that by the end of September, you may well find that those first few sailings, the 7th and 17th of December on Insignia, for instance, will be sold out by the end of that month. So it's a demand thing that we're pushing. But also, if you take and secure group space, then obviously the price and the contract that you have with the group will remain for the life of the group. So if the prices go up in October and you've got a group from September, then you've got a break on the market. So speak to your sales directors. They will help you put together a campaign to promote and get the best out of this opportunity. So looking at the designs then, you see there's a lot more of a light, airy, contemporary feel about the design. We've still got our amazing Tranquility bed, which it has to be the finest sleep at sea. The downy feather pillows, 1,000 count Egyptian cotton. But if you look on the walls now, we've got textured walls. There's fabric on the wall. There's a feeling of space, light, and airiness. And you can see as well, the way that we've actually put electric points either side, including USB ports. So people will be able to charge their iPads, their iPhones, their tablets, whatever, directly through a USB port on each side of the bed. And I mentioned the light fittings. Take a look. Everything on the light fittings is now that much more modern. Penthouses, they're already elegant and a beautiful size. We're now taking them to a whole new level. And when you see this next picture, this really says it to me. This is light, it's elegant, it's stylish, it's airy, it's contemporary. And it is, I can't wait for the day that I'm able to wake up and start my day in one of these rooms. This is on board Sirena, by the way, and it's already been done. So we've already done one of the visitors and one of the owners on board Sirena. This is a genuine photograph. This is how that room looks. It's simple, it's elegant, and it's timeless. The beautiful polished doors on the wardrobes, the simple but elegant style on the bedding. It is a whole new era for us. And this is the owner suites after the renovation. Again, there's a lot of the busy colors have gone. This is much more about a light, airy feel. Into the public areas now. You've got the grand staircase here, and you probably can't see it at this point, but you'll see it on the video when it comes through. The banister is no longer this ornately crafted, very circular edged banister. This is a new, modern, squared off brass banister. It just has a beautiful, sleek feel about it. There's glass inlays within the fretwork, and then we've got that beautiful chandelier. The chandelier will be handmade and hand-blown or blown glass in the center of the chandelier. So again, it's in keeping with the idea of the beautiful chandelier that we have in the lobby area of the O-class ships. So this is some of the public areas. This is down at destinations and the concierge desk. And you can see here, there's a feeling of style and elegance. And what you may well notice is the chairs are slightly lower. So this actually gives a feeling of more space in the open areas. So it does mean that people will have a more of a feel of openness and relaxation. Now this picture really epitomizes the way we're going for me. Looking at this picture, it feels like a private members club. This is exactly the feel that you'd get when you go into a private members area. And this is in fact in Martini's, our cocktail lounge. So it has a beautiful feel about it. Then we go into the grand dining room. Quite a transformation in here. You look right at the center, we have a new chandelier. So the frescoes are going and the chandeliers will spread light throughout the dining room. Added to that, the chairs themselves, these beautifully modern crafted chairs, will have silver and gold fleck running through them so that they will actually shimmer in the light of the chandelier. So this is going to totally transform the grand dining room. So at this point, I'll pass you over to the senior executives from our team in Miami to tell you a bit more about the dream of Oceania Next.
One of our company principles is how can we make things better? This is our first Oceania Next announcement. And you're going to say, wow. Recently, we asked our guests, what would be your vision for the perfect new ship? And we were delighted to hear that to our guests, we already have the perfect ships. Our 684 guests, Regatta, Insignia, Nautica, and Serena. We're ready to raise that bar even higher. So I'm very excited to announce that we're re-inspiring our ships in every way. These ships will be even better than new. This is the re-inspiration of our Regatta-class ships. Inspired by our guests and the destination we visit around the globe. Artfully redesigned by the world's leading architects. All new guest accommodations, dramatically transformed public spaces, thought-provoking art, and zealous attention to detail will all blend perfectly to create the ultimate guest experience.
This transformation will be nothing less than amazing. From our crew, staff, and past guests, it makes us incredibly proud. The warmth and intimacy that these ships offer our guests simply can't be duplicated. They don't build ships like this anymore, which is why this re-inspiration project, which is part of a larger initiative called Oceania Next, is such an important milestone in our company history. We're maintaining the intimate surroundings and personal attention that our guests love, while at the same time setting a new standard of style, elegance for small ship cruising. We're combining what most would call the intangible Oceania experience, that feeling of warmth and sense of community, with an incredibly elegant new design and luxurious detail.
We're so excited to share this launch with our guests and travel partners. We've just gone into a whole new chapter and have innovated in every way, shape, and form. We're now looking into the future and the way that a guest wants to travel.
When our design studio first stepped on board these ships, we were so impressed by the ambiance and attention to detail. Not to mention how many guests came up to us and told us how dearly they love these ships.
Yeah, the suites and staterooms are the most dramatic in their transformation. They now feature very clean and sophisticated air, what you would expect to find in a very elegant estate home. The tones are warm and soothing, silvery grays and greens that are both bold and calming, along with sapphires and taupes. Richness comes from the pops of sienna brown, leathers, and the beautiful marquetry.
The public spaces are simply awe-inspiring. The grand staircase is crowned by this magnificent chandelier that's adorned by smoked and hand-painted glass. We also have a mural as you come down the staircase.
The grand dining room, of course, is simply a gem. Guests will now find it crowned with a glorious and shimmering new chandelier, which will really play off the bronze and metallic details in the upholstery. The entire room really will shimmer and glow.
We're really going to touch every single inch of that ship. From walls, we're going to do new wallpaper, new art, new carpeting, new tile floor, new bathroom. All furniture will be changed in all public area, in all accommodation. This will give the guests the feeling of more relaxed area, more residential area, which is what we want to project. We want them to feel at home, away from home.
We're extremely proud of this one-of-a-kind re-inspiration. We're taking the perfect ships and making them even better, even more beautiful than ever before. We're making them better than new. This re-inspiration is just the beginning, the first of many exciting announcements to come. We can't wait to tell you what's coming next.
Well, thank you, Bob, James, and team for that inspiration that they've just given us there. Again, the video itself really says it all. There is so much excitement behind what we're doing here internally, from the senior executives right the way down to the people that work on the ships day by day. And also from our guests. We're getting a massive positive feedback to the way we're taking the ships here. Now, on the other side of things, for you guys to be able to get out there to promote, if you go to oceanianext.com, this is a dedicated website for the Oceania Next program, and it has everything on there. It's beautifully styled. I urge you all to go to it and have a look through. Videos on there as well. And if you go to our marketing portal, you can get all of the assets you need. And again, speak to the sales directors and speak to the marketing team to be able to work out exactly how you can make the most of this opportunity. So at this point, we'll stop the point of the presentation where I sit and talk, and we'll open it up to questions.